Being with Dan is like riding with a child. Rolling.
Hi, Mum. Oi, oi! Working again. That's the camera looking at me.
Dan and I both hate heights.
But we're here. Hello, I'm Dan from Meadow Electric Bikes, and today we've come to Bristol. We're going to go and pick off 5 of the biggest hills in Bristol. So we're talking Constitution Hill, St Michael's Hill, Park Lane, Whiteladies Road and Vale Street. So if you're thinking of getting an e-bike to ride to work, to do your commute, then there's no point scrimping and saving. You might as well push the boat out and go for something that is a premium bike. Today we're going to be trying the Riese Muller Urban 5, and we've also brought along our Riese Muller Roadster just as a comparator. Both the bikes are under 5,000 but definitely over 4, so about £4,500 each. But one, I want to see how they get up the hills, but let's also have a look at why going for a premium bike is going to be absolutely superb because of the lack of maintenance. Okay, so we're at the bottom of our first hill. This is Whiteladies Road in Bristol, heading up to the top up into the Downs. I think it's around about Clifton area. I have no idea where we really are. Plan to get up here. I think I'm going to be brave and I'm going to start without any assistance and see how long it takes until I have to switch that motor on. But then we'll see how we get on climbing the top. If I'm honest, easy. So at the moment I'm in gear 2 of my 8 gears that I've got on my Shimano L-Fine hub on the back here. There you go, I'm down in the lowest gear. First gear, didn't take long, did it? And this is just a gradual climb, and I've got the power off at the moment, but I can just feel that it's slow. So still doing fine, getting a bit of a burn on the old legs. Okay, so we're getting near the top. This must be the steepest part, and if I'm honest, I've had enough pedaling. So there we go, up into the first power setting. So this Fazua motor has 3 different power settings.
Oh, jeez.
Doesn't count, does it?
No. It's not a hill. Hills, schmills.
I'm in the lowest power setting, so I do have the power on. But I'm just plodding up here with pretty much, well, I'd say no effort. There is effort, but it's pretty straightforward. And that is Whiteladies Road. This is the thing, I've got to pick this up right now. So this bike by Riese Muller, who I would say are sort of high-end, classy type people, and they've realised that there's a market for like younger, cooler people, and it's an urban market. And obviously, the way that you make a cool bike is by taking all the vowels out of the word. So this is an urban bike named by Riese Muller as an. Okay, so that was our first hill. That was Whiteladies Road, coming up towards the Downs. Peaked at about 6% going up that hill, and the worst I had to do was to put it in the lowest power setting in the lowest gear and just carried on up. Did get a little bit out of breath, but nothing too scary. Chat to Rufus, he said he had to go in turbo and lowest gear because he's really unfit to get up to the top. But yeah, so I wouldn't really count that one as a hill at all. That was just a warm-up, a starter. So let's get on and find the next hill. Okay, so here we are down at College Green, down at the bottom of Park Street. Park Street up here behind me somewhere. This is our second hill that we're going to go and try and climb. This one has 10% to it. So we're going to crack on and see how we get on with it. I'm going to definitely treat myself straight away to the minimum assistance level. So, stupid, green or breeze or whatever it's called. And maybe start in about 3rd gear and start just crawling up and see how we get on, see if I have to go up the power at all. I am flying along. I'm only in eco, go a bit faster. I'll scream if I can't keep up. So we are absolutely flying up this hill, no problem at all. I'm in eco, and the challenge is to try and keep up with Rufus as I go up the hill. It shouldn't be difficult because he's a bit older than me, about 50. I'm only 42. And the worst part is, because I'm holding this GoPro in my hand, I can't get down to shift the power. So I'm just gonna have to work hard to get to the top. And now, just come to the brow of the hill. Traffic lights at the top. That's probably the finish line. And just in case you can't tell, I'm naked. I did it. I just wanted to change the power. So that was Park Street. Would have been really easy because I had a GoPro in my hand, so I had to go for the lowest gear and then try and chase Rufus. He sat in tour on his Roadster and just whipped on up there, and he wasn't out of breath. It's not to do with me being unfit. It's obviously because he had more power going up the hill. That is Park Street done. Let's get in front of the bus and we can chase a scooter. Next one that we're going for is called Constitution Hill.
Yeah, this does look steep, this one. We'll see.
We are now at the bottom of Constitution Hill, which this one looks like something that might be a little bit more of a challenge. I will get going and see how we get on, and I'll meet you at the top. Gotta say, it looks pretty evil, so I've immediately gone for my lowest gear. Oh, sorry, I'm going straight for the higher power. Lowest gear, highest power, but I'm still climbing and talking. And most importantly, I haven't had that cardiac arrest yet. Can't be far away. Tell you what, I wouldn't want to do this for too long. This is quite a big hill. If you think I'm out of breath, I'm just putting this on for the camera. Okay, so that was a bit of a burn. And we're at the top. Oh. That was hard work. How was yours? Are you just really fit? Because I don't believe it.
I think we should swap bikes.
Now that is a good idea, because then we'll see whether it's me that's really unfit or whether you've got a superior motor and it's making a big difference.
I mean, I'm not even blowing.
Hang on. Me neither. Just put it on for the camera.
This is one you might actually win, yeah.
Rufus and I have now swapped bikes, mainly to check how unfit I am. When I climbed this just now, it was a killer. This is easy. How was it?
Yes. Completely different. It's a completely different kettle of fish.
It is. This one was like magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not just you.
No, thank God for that. So that is Constitution Hill done. It says on the hill a 1 in 6. And if I'm honest, that was bloody hard work. Okay, so we are now at the bottom of our next hill. This is St Michael's Hill. If I'm honest, it looks like a longer hill. I don't know about steeper because Constitution Hill is a little bit evil. I'm not going to be shy on going for the most power I can get and the lowest gear straight away. Rufus is in front on the Roadster, so he's got lower gears, and I can see he's actually nearly in the lowest gear. And he's got more power as well. So he should be finding this a walk in the park, whereas I'm going to be working a little bit harder. Okay, oh, this is the steep bit I see now. And on purpose, I've seen Rufus change up the gears, put his foot down, just to leave me behind. Oh, bugger. Personally, I'd say not as tough as Constitution Hill. I could do that every day. Okay, so that is St Michael's Hill done.
Jesus Christ. Oh God.
And I would say it's probably bigger than the other ones we've done so far. Oh, okay, I think that's it. Okay. That's the one we're about to ride up.
What are you seeing?
I'm seeing a tiny little street that needs riding up just over the side there. I'm seeing a car that's above my head.
Are you going to take a head start on
What,
down there?
run up from the bottom of the hill? I was thinking of run up from the top of the hill and come in, not run up from a massive hill, so I'm absolutely knackered by the time I get to turn and do this one. I have a boost function on my motor, which I'm going to engage, and that's going to give me, I think, about 4 seconds worth of extra juice just to get the hill. I whacked it in the lowest gear. We're just going to see if it's even possible, so here goes. So this is going to be more down to me being unfit. I can feel the front wheel lifting. Okay, here we go. Oh shit, I don't want to do this. Okay, here we go. Oh, okay, front wheel's lifting off the floor, but we're doing it. This will be the 4th time I've had to ride up this hill. Oh, come on. Kind of expecting something just to ping. I'm not doing it anymore. I hate hills. I've swapped bikes. Now I'm riding up here on the Roadster with a Bosch 85Nm. I don't know if you can see one of these. So this is one-handed. So here we go, really steep part. 100% different. Style, put all that aside. Coolness, all that sort of, put that aside. And purely think about how it was to ride up the hill. If the bikes were identical but had the different motors in, I'd take this one every time. Difference is this has got a whir to it as you're going up the hill, but when I'm not absolutely knackered going up the hill, I will happily have a whir. Make that whir sound like a jet engine if you want, because it's far more enjoyable going up that hill. These bikes aren't cheap. So we're not trying to find a really cheap way of like getting to work instead of a car. We're saying leave your car at home, but if you've got to go on a bike, you might as well enjoy it and have fun and be comfortable and not have to bother with the maintenance. And that's where both of these bikes come in. In Nailsworth, we obviously have these available to have a ride on, but more importantly, in our Bristol showroom in the paintworks, you'll also find Urbans and Roadsters that you can book in and have a ride on. That's what Bristol is really made for, this type of bike. So if you are interested in trying one, then just give us a bell or book yourself an appointment online and we'll get you out for a lap of Bristol on one of these and see what they're really capable of. If you have enjoyed the video today, don't forget to do that like and subscribe stuff on YouTube so we get more followers, more comments and all that sort of stuff. Any comment that you put on there, it comes to me. Be as rude as you like and I'll give you an honest opinion on what I actually think as well. So go for it.